Good morning, everyone. Socioeconomic inequality in the Philippines has been a major issue faced by our countrymen for the past few decades. Key issues related to this include unequal access to education, healthcare, and infrastructure, which stems from extreme wealth and income disparity. Now, socioeconomic status, or SES, isn't just about how much money you own. It's a comprehensive measure of your standing in society based on your income, education, and occupation. When we speak of disparities, we're talking about a growing gap between the haves and the have-nots. According to research, this gap has been widening globally over the past few decades. It means that in many parts of the world, including developed nations like ours, the opportunities available to a person are heavily dictated by circumstances of their birth, which is ascribed status. The consequences of this divide are profound and intergenerational. First, when it comes to health, low SES is a strong predictor of poor physical and mental health. Disadvantaged communities, such as those in the squatter areas, often live in environments with higher pollution and lower access to nutritious food, leading to higher rates of chronic diseases and shorter life expectancies. Second, when it comes to education, a child from a low-income background often enters school already behind. They may lack resources at home, and the schools available to them often have less funding, less experienced teachers, and fewer materials. This creates a cycle where poor educational outcomes lead to low-paying jobs, perpetuating or continuing the cycle of poverty. So what can we do? Socioeconomic disparities are not inevitable. They are, in large part, the result of policy choices and structural, systemic, and historical inequalities. Addressing this requires a multifaceted approach. First, when it comes to investing in education, ensuring that schools in lower income areas are fully funded and resourced. Second, improving access to care, expanding access to healthcare, nutrition, safe housing, which act as the foundation for economic opportunity. Third and finally is our policy changes, which is basically supporting policies or laws that promote fair wages, affordable housing, and equitable tax structures. So basically, it requires moving beyond a snapshot view of poverty and looking at it over a lifetime, realizing that upward mobility requires support systems, not just hard work. To conclude, I believe that addressing these issues require a holistic and, as I mentioned before, multifaceted approach from the government as well as the citizens, believing and promoting advocacy against and socioeconomic inequality is the first step. Working on it may be a challenge, but nothing is impossible if we will trust and unite ourselves in reaching our goal that focuses on reducing the widening gap between the rich and the poor by ensuring equitable access to education and healthcare services, as well as protecting the rights of the marginalized sectors such as PWDs. Thank you for listening.